Right.
So if you get two,
back here at Tucker Court in Cloverdale, Indiana for the boys varsity matchup between the Monrovia Bulldogs and the home team, the Cloverdale Clovers. Jordan Rossick here alongside Mike Rossick on the Endeavor Communications Sports broadcast.
Tonight we see the 3-0 Monrovia Bulldogs coming in to face the 1-3 Cloverdale Clovers. Cloverdale faced Indian Creek last night at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. As you see Monrovia coming back out on the court to finish their warm-ups. Cloverdale faced a tough Indian Creek team last night, lost by 13, 62-49. Monrovia started off 3-0. Talking to head coach Kyle Swafford earlier, said, you know, they've gotten off to a good start, but it's still early. He's looking for things to improve on. And we'll hopefully see a good matchup tonight.
To get this Cloverdale team coming in with the 1-3 record. They've had losses to Terre Haute, South Vigo, Edgewood, and then last night against Indian Creek, and a victory over the Southmont Mounties.
Yeah, they do play a tough schedule. They're a young team. They do have 5 seniors on the team this year. But led by more of their freshman and sophomore class, especially with Kyle Thompson, Nolan Kelly, and they're starting up. Talking to Cloverdale coaches in the last couple weeks, you know, they do know that they play a tough schedule, but it's to make these kids better come time for the tournament.
Also, the playoffs for the Wabash Valley Classic coming up the day after Christmas.
Yeah, and they'll take on very good basketball in the first round of the Wabash Valley Classic. All these games, Coach Patrick Grady knows will help his team get better throughout the year. Their record may not show it, but playing really well together, starting to find their balance and a little bit of rhythm play with each other.
Coming in here, Cloverdale, part of the Western Indiana Conference. They're currently 0-2 in conference play this year. Monrovia coming out of the Crossroads with teams such as Cecina, Park Tudor, and others.
Yeah, Monrovia left this conference a few years ago to join that, mainly for a lot better competition in football because they were dominating in the football, and it's just made them better. So take a look at Monrovia out on the court, led by their senior, Max Newman, outstanding ball player. We've watched him since he was a little kid play. The kid just keeps growing and getting better. They are a senior-laden basketball team, the Monrovia Bulldogs. So experience to try to take over the game early, and Cloverdale is going to depend on their youth and hopefully some outside shooting.
As we look at the Clovers, all 5 of the starters have hit a 3 this season, and all 5 are capable of shooting a high percentage from 3. The Bulldogs will start with 3 guards and 2 forwards, 3 of those players being seniors on the senior-led team. Also a very tall team, as they have 6'8" Max Newman and 6'7" Josh Smith, both in the starting lineup.
Yeah, a lot taller than the Cloverdale team. Their tallest player listed at 6'3". Cloverdale does start several guys over 6 foot, but their tallest guy, again, being only 6'3". It's going to be tough to stop Max inside, but with the right defensive scheme and a lot of help defense, it should be all right.
As we count down the last 30 seconds before the national anthem, we'd like to thank the Cloverdale Emerald Command, directed by Mr. Jared Metzger, for the future playing of the national anthem. This has been the Endeavor Communications pregame report. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to this broadcast. see the starting lineups come out. First with the Monrovia Bulldogs. First will be guard number 1, Caleb Jones. Second come out will be sophomore guard number 3, Joe Williams. Next, the 6'7" forward, number 11, Josh Smith. Patrick Danforth, a 6'1" guard. And then the big forward, number 33, Max Newman, standing at 6'8". The Bulldogs will be coached by Mr. Kyle Swap.
Then they're announcing the Cloverdale starting lineup. As you'll see, Parker Watts, number 14, a senior. And then you've got number 22, Chase Ashcraft, a 6-foot sophomore.
6'3" senior, number 24.
And then you've got a 6'3" senior, number 24, Jake Wilkes.
5'11" senior, number 30, Jake Kelly.
Then you've got Jake Kelly, another guard, 5'11" senior. And then the freshman, number 32, Kyle Thomas. They said the young team, but they do start 3 seniors here. And look for this team to try to make some noise early with the outside shot. Cloverdale coached by Mr. Patrick Rady.
Coming out the tip will be Josh Smith versus Jake Wilkes. Clovers will be wearing white, Bulldogs wearing green.
Yeah, let's see who sets a tone early here. Defense is going to be key.
Bulldogs will control the tip. There's number 1, Caleb Jones. Williams up top, guarded by Ashcraft.
AC Cloverdale starts out in their 2-3 zone early. And they call the foul on the floor here.
Right there is a big reason of why the Clovers will start out in this 2-3 zone. They controlled the big guys, Max Newman and Josh Smith inside, allow them to have more bodies in their way. As the inbounds goes to Smith, stolen by Ashcraft, and then tipped back by Smith for 3. It is good, Josh Smith.
2-point basket by Smith.
And they did call that one a 2. Looked like his foot was on the line, but a great job. And that makes it really tough to defend a guy like Smith, being 6'7", and be able to step outside.
Caleb Jones comes up with a steal. The fast break layup is no good. Loose ball corralled by the Bulldogs. Newman for 3. No good.
And you know, for Cloverdale, if they can keep Newman and Smith out on the perimeter, that's a good thing for them.
See Kyle Thomas missing the layup. Jones the rebound, pushing the tempo. Williams for 3. No good. Offensive rebound for Smith. He puts up another 3. No good. Rebound to Watts.
Wow, really surprising look here by Monrovia. Every field goal attempted has been a 3-pointer, and by their big guys.
Jake Kelly puts up a 3 and able to connect. Monrovia will slow it down and set up their offense. Williams handling the ball for the Bulldogs. Monrovia trying to look inside to Newman. There it is, wide open layup, and it is good.
Nice look inside there to Newman. Had his guy, they played in front of him, the help side couldn't get there in time.
Clovers will now come out in the 2-2-1 zone full court press. Williams will have the ball. Jones and Williams passing it back and forth up top.
Got to really be careful with this type of pressure to get back, make sure you're in the lane. Good job there. Jake Kelly taking it all the way. And he'll draw the foul. Looks like Joe Williams.
Fouls on number 3, Joe Williams.
And it is on Williams. That'll be his first and the team's first.
Jake Kelly.
Jake Kelly at the line, connects with the first free throw.
It's going to be key for the Clovers tonight to be able to hit their free throws. They got to do everything they can to keep pace with this Monrovia team.
And connects with the second one. Clovers back into their press. Once again, it's Jones and Williams. Pass it back and forth up top. Swings over to Smith. Newman, wide open layup. It is good. 2 points.
There's where you've got to really help out because Newman does a great job. He handles the ball well and he can get in space.
Good move by Watts on the shot. Unable to connect. Rebound by Danforth.
Have you seen early in this game, Kyle Thomas has barely even touched the ball for the Clovers. They've shot a lot early. They need to move the ball a lot more.
Another three taken by the Bulldogs, unable to connect. Wilkes to rebound. Watts bringing it up. Smith on D. And there's the freshman Kyle Thomas up top. Clovers getting some ball movement. Beautiful cut by Watts. Kick out pass almost stolen.
Good job of help defense there by Max Newman as he stepped over on that cut because Watts was open early on that cut.
Thomas trying to get an open shot, trying to get this offense ball movement going. Jake Kelly inside, pass is stolen by Josh Smith.
Yeah, there's the length of Monrovia right there with Smith stepping in. It looks like it's kicked out by Cloverdale, so Monrovia will retain possession. Got Nolan Kelly checking into the game now. Looks like Jake Kelly will come out.
Clovers in a man look on the inbounds. As two guys chase the ball, nobody's there to guard Newman. The layup is good.
That's 6 early points from Max Newman, and once he's gotten the ball inside, he's been tough to stop.
Nolan Kelly coming off the bench, making a move inside, unable to connect. Joe Williams bringing it up, loses the ball. Ashcraft with the steal. 2-on-1 break. Foul on the shot. Ashcraft will go to the line for 2.
That right there is what has earned Chase Ashcraft not only a full-time varsity spot now, but a starting spot in tonight's game is his defensive pressure and his motor that just does not stop. The kid goes forever. And great job there with the hands to pick the pocket and take the ball in and draw the foul.
The foul was on Joe Williams, his second, team second. First free throw with the shooter's touch from Chase Ashcraft goes in. Ashcraft looking to make it 2 for 2. It is good. Like you said, Clover's going to have to make their free throws as they are 4 for 4 for the only points in this game. And there's Ashcraft with the defensive pressure again. Williams is going to have his hand full all night bringing the ball up.
Definitely, and Ashcraft does a good job of moving his feet, not reaching in with his hands.
And Wilkes is going to have his hand full all night inside with Newman. There's another 2 points for the big man.
And they're going to call Watts with a travel there as he may have moved that second foot before the ball hit the ground. Jake Kelly's going to check back in for Watts. Looks like Coach Rady may have a few things just to say to him, maybe settle him down, calm him down a little bit. Cloverdale keeping that pressure up. Ashcraft.
Clovers have gone away from the 2-3 zone. Now we're in full court man-to-man. A big reason is because of the way Chase Ashcraft is playing.
And a fourth turnover there. Good job on the help defense as Wilkes is able to step in and pick that pass off.
Clovers, they just need to get an offensive field goal to go in. It's Kyle Thomas looking to set up the offense. Kelly coming off the screen.
Yeah, ball movement is key for this Cloverdale offense, as it looks like Newman may have got a hand on that one. And Jake Wilkes stripping the ball handler there and laying it in for 2. Cloverdale's first field goal of the night.
Heck of a defensive effort by Wilkes right there. And another steal for the Clovers.
There's Ashcraft with the pressure again.
That's turnovers on 3 straight possessions for the Bulldogs as Wilkes will pull it from 3 and hit the back iron.
Again, I believe these teams are now a combined 0 for 7 from 3-point range right now, as nobody's been able to find the mark.
The foul be on Ashcraft, his team second. Ashcraft and Williams both with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Watts will check in and replace Ashcraft.
You gotta love his hustle and everything, but that's tough for the Clovers. Whenever he picks up his second, their best defender's got to go to the bench early.
Clovers bringing a double on Newman up top. Loses the ball, able to get on the floor and recover it. Blocked by a couple of Clovers, but the putback is good for Jones.
Jones, a good job there of staying with it, didn't give up after the block. And they'll call that foul on the floor there as Thomas drives. It's like the fouls. Patrick Danforth picks up his first.
Thomas will inbounds over to Watts on top of the key. Bulldogs now in the 2-3 zone. Kelly for 3, no good. Wilkes offensive rebound.
Great job there by Jake Wilkes being able to slash in there and get that weak side rebound on the miss with another big bucket.
There were no green jerseys in the area of the basket when Wilkes came up with the rebound. Newman wide open inside on the cut. 2 points is good. He has 10 here in the first quarter.
And they've been 10 very easy buckets by Newman every time, just being able to get wide open underneath.
Jones with a block. Monrovia pushing it up. Josh Smith wide open. 2 points for Josh Smith on the highlight play.
Throws that one down with some authority there as and Smith comes up with the block right there. Doesn't even leave his feet to get that one.
I see that. A kid comes off of a highlight dunk and goes down to the other floor and plays good defense inside. Newman driving in. Shot is no good.
No call, a lot of contact there, but the officials said he went straight up.
Watts going against the smaller Williams. Puts the shot up, no good. Putback, no good.
Newman having some trouble finding the handle there, and Kyle Swafford will call a timeout real quick just to settle things down here. With just under 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Cloverdale down 16-8 right now. Monrovia is kind of enforcing their will with their big men right now, but Cloverdale's defense is keeping them in it.
Yeah, other than the 2 points from Caleb Jones, it's been the big guys scoring all the points for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I think they finally figured out that the key to them scoring is get inside, because Cloverdale doesn't have anybody big enough to body up against them. If they get outside with those quick hands with the guards, and even with Wilkes, he has quick hands, moves his feet well, they can pick their pocket. They get inside, that's where they can dominate.
Clovers, they just need to keep forcing turnovers. That's where they made their little run late in the first quarter.
Yeah, they need to keep the defensive pressure up and keep hounding those Monrovia guards. If I was going to pick out a weak point of this Monrovia team, it would definitely be their guards. They've lost some really good guards over the last couple years, and there's a big three by Smith at the buzzer.
Smith has the deep 2, which had his foot on the line, almost a 3. Has the 3 and also the highlight dunk there in the first quarter. He can do it all for this Bulldogs team.
At the end of one, Monrovia leads 19-8. Max Newman, your leader, he leads all scorers with 10. Josh Smith right behind him with 7, and Caleb Jones with 2.
For the Clovers, Wilkes with the only field goals made in the first quarter with 4 points. 2 points for Ashcraft and Jake Kelly, both coming off the free throws.
Yeah, and in order for Cloverdale to stay in this game, they're going to have to pressure the guards. As I was saying, the weakest spot of this Monrovia team looks to be their ball handling and guards. If they can pressure them and keep the ball from getting entered into Newman or kicked out to Smith, they can be in good shape. But it looks like Smith can stretch the floor as he's got some good range from out there, and he's tough to guard, being 6'7".
Clovers looked good early playing defense on Newman when they were in the 2-3 zone and had help. When they were man, they just didn't have the help side to stop Newman. I'm sure Coach Rady's over there figuring out how to stop him inside.
Yeah, exactly. As we get ready to start the second quarter, looks like Cloverdale will start with Kelly, Thomas, Wilkes, and Parker.
The Bulldogs, Jalen Sprague has checked in, along with Andrew Willett. Staying on the floor is Newman, Smith, and Jones. Thomas the drive, left hand, and it is good.
Very good take there by the freshman Kyle Thomas, getting his first 2 points of the game.
Clovers, no one guarding Sprague under the basket. 2 points is good. What a find by Max Newman for the half-court pass.
Great court vision there by Newman as Sprague was able to creep out and get wide open underneath.
Wide open three for Rock. Clovers able to answer right back with a bucket of their own.
Finally, a couple threes dropping here. Maybe it just took guys a little while to find that range, but Watts looked good on that one.
There's Newman double teamed in the baseline. Three for Smith. Rattles out. Offensive rebound by Willett.
Willett doing a good job of coming underneath on that one.
Newman misses the three. Clovers saving the inbound.
Nice hustle play there by Wilkes and Nolan Kelly.
Ball stolen from Thomas. Newman one-on-one inside. The foul on Wilkes.
Wilkes doing a good job of getting in the way of that. Almost got away with not getting a foul, but he did make contact. But he kept Newman from an easy layup.
Newman will shoot Monrovia's first free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
Coming into the game for the Clovers, number 33, Walker Sims.
Walker Sims will check in for Jake Wilkes. We just saw Walker a little bit ago in the JV game. Newman hits the second free.
Max Newman, a very good free throw shooter for a 6'8" kid.
They'll run a little ISO play for Thomas. Gets it to the corner.
Ooh. Hot pass, luckily. Thomas was there to pick it up.
30-second timeout, Cloverdale. Thank you.
Cloverdale coach Patrick Brady will call a 30-second timeout.
For pre-post competitive prices, it's the for your service. Contact the mechanic.
Yeah, wants to set something up here because they looked a little ragged there. Not enough spacing. With the size Monrovia has, you've really got to space them out. Draw those big guys away from the basket. Opens lanes up for Watts, Kelly, and Thomas to penetrate.
Let's see what the Clovers draw up here. Same five will remain on the court for both teams. Clovers down by 10 early here in the second quarter, looking to put it back in the single digits. And they'll run an ISO play for Thomas up top.
Watts with the step back three, just a little long there. Monrovia comes away with a rebound. And as physical as this game's been played so far, oh, good play there by Walker Mullins, but he did get some body as Sprague goes to the ground.
The foul is on number
that foul there. That's only the 7th foul combined between the two teams. It's just as physical as this has been, not very many fouls called. Refs are letting them play.
Tough assignment for Sims after playing the JV game a little bit ago, coming in and having to guard the 6'8" Max Newman.
Yeah, Walker only a sophomore. He's still green around the edges. He's learning. He's improved greatly the last couple of years. Plays a lot of ball in the summer to get ready for this, but that's a very tough assignment for a sophomore.
Newman messes both on the line, and they'll be able to get the rebound and then miss the putback. Thomas pushing the tempo. Jake Kelly guarded by Jones. Carter Watts setting up the offense.
Looks like they'll set up and run a new play here.
Thomas over here coming off the double screen from Kelly and Sims. Thomas guarded by the big guy Newman. Now he has Smith on him.
And we got a foul called inside. Looks like it's going to be on Willett for a little grab on Walker Sims.
Monrovia will go in a 2-3 for the inbounds pass. 3-point is up by Kelly, no good. Will at the rebound. He'll bring the ball up himself. Ryland Hall will go to the scores table, so he'll be checking in. Next dead ball. Sprague hits the 3. That's 5 points for Sprague off the bench. Thomas, deep 3. Nothing but net, it is good.
Thomas with a great look right there. As they always say, hand down, man down, as Sprague came out with his hands low and Thomas just rose up and was able to fire. Yeah, Walker Sims picks up his 2nd foul right there.
Yeah, he jumped a little too far on the jab step and Newman took advantage of it, got the step on him and draw the foul.
Here comes Ryland Hall and Jake Wilkes into the game for Walker Sims and Jake Kelly.
Coors will stay in the man-to-man.
We also had number 20, Cordell McLeod, checking in for the Bulldogs. Newman just throws that down on the drop step.
What a play. Fake the handoff. Both the defenders jump to the guard coming off the screen. Newman wide open to the basket, able to put it down hard.
Wilkes called for the travel on that play.
And once again, the guy that dunks it comes down and blocks the shot without jumping.
Yeah, Monrovia is doing a great job, especially of making a play on one end and coming back on the defensive end and making a huge play.
Newman will now bring the ball up. Driving, gets a step. Good layup by Newman. Full timeout will be called by the Corvers as they're down 16-30. Halfway, a little over halfway through the 2nd period.
Yeah, and a great time out there by the Clovers as they notice the momentum is really starting to go Monrovia's way. Newman starting to realize that he might be able to take this game over with his size and ability.
He is up to 16 points here in the first half.
Yeah, right now Cloverdale doesn't have an answer for it. They can't get any inside penetration because of the length of Newman and Smith. And then out on the outside with the pressure from Willett and Sprague. You know, they're doing a great job of limiting Cloverdale's possessions.
Newman putting up those numbers on a great shooting percentage too. Only has 1 miss inside and 2 misses from the 3. you gotta remember is the Clovers focus all their attention on Newman. They also have Josh Smith, who's able to put it down hard like we saw earlier, and able to also shoot threes.
Yeah, and you know what Cloverdale is really missing from like last year, having Jalen Moore able to break down a defense with his quickness and ability to get to the rim. They just don't have that super quick, strong guard this year. Kyle Thomas does a great job, as you see him here going to the lane and drawing a foul there. Good sportsmanship there as Max Newman helps him up from the ground.
It's a good drive by Thomas after beating his man, driving in to draw the foul.
That foul there on Andrew Willett, that's his second. Still only 5 on both teams here.
Kyle Thomas will shoot the three off the inbound pass, and it is good. His second three of the quarter. Newman, the big guy, will bring it up. Walker Sims on D. Heck of a spin move. The finger roll, and it is good for Newman. Seen him do that multiple times, bring the ball up the court and just go one-on-one.
Yeah, and until Cloverdale can prove they can stop him, why change? Keep going to him.
Parker Watts pulls up for the three and misses. Monrovia able to control the rebound.
Good job by McLeod, able to save that right to a green jersey.
Here it is again, Newman all alone. Sprague will have it on the wing. Gets it to Smith. Newman inside, 3 guys on him, puts it up, and it is good. Great heads-up play by Newman to go over to his left hand.
Yeah, so far just no answer. He's just too tough inside. Way too many moves. And being 6'8", he can get to the rim easily.
Parker Watts in the corner. Guarded by McLeod.
McLeod able to pick it away from him right there as Newman will bring it up again.
Beautiful kick out to Willett. The three is good. The assist from Max Willett. Willett with his first bucket of the game. Clover's looking to find an open shot in this Monrovia defense. Kyle Thomas comes up short. Monrovia will take control of the ball. Jake Kelly and Jake Wilkes will check in. Coming in for Watts and Sims.
Looks like we've got Ian Ray checking in now for Smith. Give him a break before halftime.
I think another thing, as we see Monrovia throw it right out of bounds, Clovers will take the basketball under their own basket.
And I think saw Smith walking along the bench there to find a seat. He saw an open green jersey, but he was out of bounds going out of the game.
Surprisingly, we have not seen Ashcraft in this quarter after his incredible defensive effort in the first. Thomas misses a deep three. Wilkes with the rebound. We'll have a jump ball, possession arrow to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, with 2 fouls on Ashcraft, Brady decided he'd better keep him on the bench until the second half. Doesn't want him picking up a third one, especially with 1 minute and a half left to go in this first half.
Now the Clovers will bring a double team over to Newman.
Looks like they're playing a little 2-3 jump trapping zone here.
Three, no good from Eastman. I'm sorry, McLeod.
Looks like there's going to be a foul over the back on Max Newman there. That's his first.
The foul's on Newman, his first. The team's sixth. Coming back into the game for the Bulldogs, number 3.
Now Cloverdale needs to do a good job of switching up defenses, keeping Monrovia on their toes, because they've been able to adjust to about everything so far. They've got to find a way to stop Newman from being able to just take over the game.
Jake Wilkes, little floater from the left block, puts it in.
Great assist there from Kyle Thomas as he was able to draw the pressure to him and then dump off to Wilkes.
So now Clover's adjusting, putting in the 2-3 trapping zone and having Jake Kelly on Newman the whole time up the court.
And there's a travel called on Newman. There was a lot of contact. A foul could have been called either way there. So it looked like Newman kind of used that forearm, but then it looked like there was quite a bit of contact from Hall and Wilkes going down the lane, but they wound up calling travel.
Just under a minute remaining in this first half. Clover's looking to close the deficit, down by 16 at the moment. You'd like to get it as close to 10 as you can. Jake Kelly, wide open three. It is good.
Kelly with a big shot. His first field goal of the night. Brings him up to 5 points there.
Offensive foul called on Newman. Half of the defensive effort from Jake Kelly. With the chance to close it to 10 points here with 27 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think they saw that arm extend from Newman is why they called that. Looked like Kelly was pretty close to him there, but Newman extends the arm and gets called on that foul.
Kyle Thomas all by himself up top. Kelly unable to come up with the pass. Williams has the ball. Newman will take it. Kelly defense. Thomas coming over for the double.
Little pressure there affecting Newman. Didn't have anybody. Nobody was coming to the ball.
7 seconds remain. I'd like to think that Thomas will be getting the ball. Maybe a screen coming up for him. Loses control of the dribble. Ball is stolen. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. Monrovia with the lead, 37-24.
Cloverdale able to cut the deficit a little bit as they get it down to 13. But this has been a pretty well played first half. Been some turnovers, not a whole lot of fouls. Monrovia had 16 fouls and Cloverdale had 5. But it's just been the story of the big men for Monrovia.
Yeah, neither team able to make their way into the bonus. Now with 10 minutes on the halftime clock, we'd like to thank you once again for tuning in to the Endeavor Communications sports broadcast of tonight's game. We will be back for the halftime report. closer look at this first half. Monrovia taking the lead, 37-24. Led by the senior Max Newman with 20 points in that first half. All but 2 coming from the paint, the other 2 from free throws, along with a dunk.
Yeah, Newman pacing the way, but only 4 other Bulldogs have scored in this first half. Caleb Jones with 2, Josh Smith with 7, Andrew Willett with a 3, and Jalen Sprague off the bench with 5 points.
For the Clovers, their leading scorer, Kyle Thomas with 8 points, all in that second quarter. Jake Kelly has 5, Wilkes has 4, Ashcraft 2, and Watts has a 3. As the Bulldogs are returning to the court.
And actually Wilkes has 6 points there. He's made 3 2-point baskets tonight. But yeah, same with the Clovers with only 5 guys scoring for them as well. They need to get Nolan Kelly more involved. Watts needs to get some more looks, and I think Thomas needs to keep doing his thing, taking it to the basket. If they step up to stop him, then he can dish off to Wilkes or Watts, wherever. Hopefully this half you'll have Ashcraft back in the game. Hopefully won't pick up any more fouls. Get to see his defensive pressure. Monrovia's got to keep doing the same things. You know, give it to Newman. Let him make decisions up top. You know, go to the basket. If nobody can stop him, keep going. You've got Jalen Sprague for a kick out. You've got Smith, who we've seen do it from outside and inside. Monrovia needs to get a few more guys involved in the scoring, though. I know Newman's carrying the load right now, so nobody else has really had to, but it would be nice for the Bulldogs to be able to spread that scoring around a little bit, get some more guys some confidence, and getting them touching the ball more.
Yeah, we saw Clovers towards the end of that half run a little trapping 2-3 to stop Newman from just driving in and at will and scoring. They were putting Kelly on him full court and then bringing Thomas up the trap as soon as he crossed the half-court line.
Yeah, and that little zone pressure that they had towards the end, trapping in the corners, a lot of pressure on the ball. That did help the Clovers, you know, make that little run there. It forced some turnovers on Monrovia. Like I said before during the pregame show, the weakest point I've seen so far is Monrovia's ball handling. They have lost some really good guards over the last couple of years, but they made up for it with their size and inside play.
As this halftime winds down, 20 seconds remain on a halftime clock. We'd like to thank both teams' cheerleaders for making the trip tonight and making the crowd more energetic. We'd also like to thank the Cloverdale Emerald Command for the halftime music.
Yeah, great atmosphere. Both teams have a good following here. Stands aren't near as packed on Cloverdale's side as what we've been used to over the last couple of years. But we have lost, you know, 2 huge Indiana scoring leaders over the last couple of years in Cooper Neese and Jalen Moore. Now it's time to get somebody new in here. You're looking at the guys like Kyle Thomas, Nolan Kelly, Chase Ashcraft, guys to carry the torch the next couple of years.
Second half will get started. Clovers will start with the basketball. Kyle Thomas running a little 1-4 high. Starting on the floor for the Clovers will be Thomas, Wilkes, the Kellys, and Ashcraft.
Good hustle there, but they call a tie-up real quick as Ashcraft tried to come up with that rebound. And it'll be Monrovia's ball in the alternating possession. Looks like Cloverdale will come out in that full-court man pressure here.
Monrovia will come out with the starting 5 they had at the beginning of the game, with Williams, Jones, Newman, Smith, and Danforth. Smith in the corner. Swings it over to Williams. Jones driving in. Smith in the corner for three. And it is good.
3-point basket line, Smith.
Smith with his second three of the game. Another great look from the corner.
Kelly passing to Chase Ashcraft. Ran right into a tree there inside.
Yeah, Max Newman did a great job just staying straight up, putting his arms up, making Ashcraft adjust his shot, and was nowhere close on that.
Newman another look inside, and it is good.
Newman now with 22.
There's Kelly. Wilkes driving in, looking to pull up. Thomas on the wing.
Wilkes did a good job of shot faking, but he needs to do a little shot fake to get the guy up in the air and then release it.
The three-point shot is blocked by Jones, able to come up with the ball and get it to Williams. Smith thought about another three, drove in, lost the ball, jump ball, possession Clovers.
Good hustle there by Chase Ashcraft, seeing that loose ball on the ground and going and getting it. Monrovia has extended the lead to 18 right now. Cloverdale's looking for an answer.
Wilkes guarded by Newman, puts up a three, short. Ashcraft, good hustle. Going Kelly, the drive, and it is good.
Cloverdale needs more of that right there. Great hustle by Chase Ashcraft, coming up with that loose ball, able to tap it to Nolan Kelly. And then Kelly doing a great job of using his body as he gets to the rim and lays it in.
Clovers will take a 30-second timeout here. Still trying to figure out how to stop Max Newman.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to, stop him inside. But once they do collapse down on him, then they've got to have somebody to watch Smith, because he's just lingering out there by the three-point line. And if he gets a half a step off somebody, he's putting the shot up, and he's usually able to rise up and drop it.
Clovers full-court man press is back on. Here's Smith bringing the ball up. Wilkes on D. Newman inside, guarded by the smaller Kelly. Lost the ball on the dribble.
Good pressure there by the Cloverdale defense. Newman took the ball down low and it was knocked away from him. It's one thing as a big man, you've got to get that ball up high, put it down low. Small guys can have it.
Wilkes wide open three, unable to connect. Here comes Caleb Jones over to Joe Williams. There's Ashcraft right on Williams, just like it was early in the game. Defensive switch. Clovers have stuck with Jake Kelly playing man on Max Newman. And he's done a heck of a job on the bigger guy. He's got a whole 10 inches on him.
There's Chase Ashcraft with those quick hands again, slapping the ball away from Newman. Wilkes unable to drop that one. Monrovia on the break.
Good pass from Danforth over to Jones. While he was losing control of the ball, able to tip it right up to Jones. Nolan Kelly, three, top of the key, no good. Newman the rebound. He's pushing the tempo, looking to go coast to coast. They'll call a foul on the ground. Fouls on Chase Ashcraft. His third, team's first of the half.
Now, good job of Monrovia pushing the tempo real quick after that missed shot, as Nolan Kelly still unable to find his range from outside. But Monrovia pushing the tempo, Newman getting out in front of everybody. Jake Kelly tried to set up for the charge, but he was fouled before he got to the basket.
Joe Williams, the three, and it is good. Williams' first bucket of the night.
Nice smooth left-handed jumper right there from Williams. Jake Wilkes didn't go after the ball there, and then almost come up with a nice block from behind, but commits the foul as Smith went up for the dunk.
Not just accepting the over and back call, almost got another huge dunk from Smith right there. But the athleticism of Wilkes, able to almost come up with the block. Smith will hit the first free throw.
Checking in for the Clovers, number 33, Walkers.
Sims and Watts will come in for Wilkes and Ashcraft.
Smith looking to convert on the second of 2 free throws, and he does.
Lead is now 23. They've outscored the Clovers this quarter 12-2. Thomas puts up a three off the mark.
And it looks like we've got a foul on number 22 from Monrovia. Looks like Patrick Danforth picking up his second foul. Loose ball foul there. Didn't know who it was going to be on.
And that is Monrovia's first foul of the second half. Look at inside Walker Sims. Max Newman on defense.
Good look in there by Kelly. Sims unable to seal Newman off as he's able to reach around and get his hand on the ball, knock it away.
Smith, the pull-up, no good. Watts fighting for the rebound. Good effort.
Yeah,
come up with it.
Big collision there on the court between Nolan and Jake Kelly.
Jake Kelly, good shot fake, gets Newman off his feet. The finger roll is good.
Nice job, Jake Kelly using his left hand to finish on that one, because if he would have went up right-handed, I'm pretty sure that Smith might have sent out about 4 rows deep.
That was a way to use his shot fake to get the bigger Max Newman to bite, go for the shot block, and then drive right past him. Williams, another three, no good. Kelly with the rebound.
Cloverdale needs to take this one possession at a time, make something good happen on the offense, and then get a few stops on defense. They're doing a good job of limiting Monrovia to 1 shot per possession.
The ball is knocked away by Jones. Playing good defense on Thomas. Sims, the cut inside, beautiful cut. The layup is good. Walker Sims, 2 points.
Nice pass there by Watts as he was able to break the defense down as he got by, and then nice feed to Sims as Watts will get called for the foul on this one.
Good job by Williams using his body to protect the ball. Watts is putting the pressure on. And Sprague will check in for Patrick Danforth.
There again, you see Max Newman up top in control of the ball.
Newman left wide open for three. Misses the opportunity. Kelly, the little pull-up, and it is good. 2 points for Nolan Kelly.
Great job by Nolan Kelly, putting his head down, getting around Newman, and then pulling up short before anybody could make that. And they're going to call Newman on the travel. That's a Euro step, and they called him for the travel on it.
That's a hard move to pull off in high school basketball. A lot of refs, they assume with how slow you go, they more than likely will call the travel. As he will pick the pocket, one-on-one against Jake Kelly. Layup is no good. Offensive rebound and the foul.
Great hustle there by Cloverdale on the defense. Jake Kelly trying to get up there. Walker Sims picked up his 3rd foul there.
Seeing a heck of a job by the Clovers this quarter, holding Newman to only 2 points after 20 in the first half.
And he's able to make the 2 free throws there.
Thomas guarded by Sprague up top, driving in over to Kelly. Good pass. Walker Sims wide open on the block, 2 points.
Good find there by Nolan Kelly. Looked up and saw Max Newman coming at him and was able to dish the ball to Sim for another basket.
Standing wide open in the corners, Jones. 2 guys run at him. Shot fakes, drives, puts it in. 2 points. Monrovia will take a 30-second timeout.
Great court vision there, able to kick it out with that skip pass over to the corner, and then Caleb Jones able to take it to the basket.
Yeah, when Clovers brought the double with Sims, came to double Williams, they threw it down. They had a 3-on-1. They threw it to Jones. 2 defenders ran at him. Pump fake. There was no one at the basket to stop him.
Cloverdale's been able to cut into this lead a little bit. They're still down by 19, so it's still a big hill to climb, but doing a good job of finally getting some activity on the offensive end, able to create some baskets inside. Looks like the Clovers will come back out with Jake and Nolan Kelly, Kyle Thomas, Parker Watts, and Walker Sims, and Monrovia will still have Newman as Sprague is checked into the game, Jones, Smith, and Joe Williams still out there.
Sims rolling off the screen and puts it in. 6 points for Sims. Heck of a find by Kyle Thomas to get the roller.
Great look, but an even better finish by Walker Sims. He's able to let that one go float a little higher as Smith was coming in, and they're going to call the travel on Newman again.
Clovers, after that 20-point first half, has really been able to contain Newman up top, bringing double teams and forcing him to handle the ball.
There again, the weakest part of Monrovia's game is their ball handling. They're going to call the foul on Sprague right there with a little body contact against Thomas.
Sprague trying to draw the offensive foul on Thomas. 4 seconds remain here in the third quarter. See what the Clovers have for a quick basket. Thomas drives right by. Fouled from behind. 0.7 remaining.
Good take there by Kyle Thomas as Sprague tried to come from behind and make the block and made contact with his head. Sprague's picked up 2 quick fouls here in the last 4 seconds.
Once again, the fouls staying down for both teams. Only 7 combined here through the first quarter of this half, regarding that there's no fouls in the last 0.7 seconds.
Yeah, it's almost a mirror image of the fouls from the first quarter. 7 between the teams. This time Monrovia with 4. Cloverdale had the 4 of the first quarter.
Monrovia will just hold the inbounds pass and let the time run out. They're up 15. The score 53-38. Bulldogs on top. Getting into the final period.
Kyle Thomas reaching double digits after hitting those 2 free throws. He's looked he's looked to score, but he's also looked to get other guys involved in this. Through the first 3 quarters of this game, he's done a great job of penetrating and then finding the open guy.
We saw the Clovers do a good job of beating the first guy, driving in, forcing the big guy to come up the lane, step up and stop him, and then dish it down to the big guy on the block for a nice easy layup.
Yeah, and that's key. When you're going against a team with this much size and the athletic ability of these big, tall guys, you have to do that. You've got to break them down, draw them to you. make them open lanes for passing, and then you've got to have guys cutting to the basket to be able to pass it to, and Cloverdale's doing a good job of that. On the other end, Monrovia is doing a great job of getting to the basket, and same thing, they're kicking the ball out for perimeter guys. We've seen Joe Williams knock down a three. We've seen Smith knock down a couple big threes. You've got some of your best three-point shooters out there from Monrovia.
Max Newman leads all scoring with 22 points through the first 3 quarters. So he'll take the inbounds pass.
And kind of a moral victory for Cloverdale. Newman only had 2 points in that third quarter because he ended the first half with 20 points.
Sprague misses the 3 to start the quarter. The ball. Nice pass through the double team. Smith, the 3, no good. Good block out by Sims on Newman.
That's exactly what you've got to do with somebody that's got 5 inches on you. You've got to block him out, and Walker Sims did a great job of keeping contact with him and pushing him out. Cloverdale unable to convert on that possession. They've got to have some big stops here. They do have the lead down to 15, but they've got to get it down into single digits here pretty quick.
Yeah, whenever you force a team to go one shot and done and force the miss, you have to capitalize with a basket of your own to cut into this lead.
Yeah, Monrovia doing a very good job right now of spacing the court, kind of slowing the game down. And as we say that, they take a shot, and then Cloverdale comes back quickly. Jake Kelly went to the basket, but his shot was affected by, with Newman, Sprague, and Smith all right there.
There's Newman driving in, gets to the block, layup no good. Sims with the rebound. Thomas trying to speed the game up. Draws the foul. On the floor, shot is waved off.
Good take there by Kyle Thomas, as looks like there's 3 on Jalen Sprague now, and all 3 of those have come in this quarter. Thomas has got to be assertive here. Monrovia's got to be smart on defense, move your feet, stay in front of them. Good take there by Nolan Kelly, as he's able to get another 2. He now has 6 points.
Now for Cloverdale, this is where you need the guy like we've seen in the past that can take over and get their score quickly and get back into this game. Good job by Jake Kelly, falling down, rips the ball away from Newman. Walker Sims, wide open layup, 2 points.
Kyle Thomas with a great job of pushing right there. Walker Sims rim running, wide open on the cut, and Thomas is able to hit him with it.
Newman the 2 as they broke down the Clovers press. Clovers have been able to were down by just 11 before that, now 13. We're going to keep up the defensive intensity. Kelly drives right around Newman, 2 points.
Nolan Kelly with another big basket there. And then, great defensive play. And they're going to call the foul there on Walker Sims. Looked like he just went up, but they called the contact, and the basket is good.
Good job by Jones to finish through the contact.
Patrick Danforth, 22 there, was the one to finish through there. But yeah, great job, body control, able to hang just long enough so it didn't get blocked. And that's Danforth for the game, unable to hit the free throw.
Monrovia just not allowing Cloverdale to take it down to a single-digit lead. Two-point shot is missed by Thomas. Newman the rebound. Newman driving in. Good move, gets another 2 points. Thomas, 3-pointer from the corner, and it is good.
Another big basket there by Thomas as he's able to get his feet set in the corner. And a turnover there by Monrovia. As Danforth steps on the sideline there.
Clover's now with the opportunity to cut it to 10 or down to single digits on this possession. Thomas trying to catch Newman sleeping, able to come up with the steal. A good block by Jake Brooks on the fast break shot.
Good job there by Thomas to get back on Newman, and then Wilkes comes flying in, makes a good block. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds. Unfortunately for Cloverdale, it goes out of bounds. Monrovia retains possession.
Williams, a wide open three, left short. Kelly, the rebound. Nolan Kelly pass inside Jake Wilkes, 2 points to good.
Great look there by Nolan Kelly as he's able to find the cutting Wilkes.
The lead is now only 10, 4 minutes remaining. Newman inside, foul.
Probably a good play by Jake Kelly. Rather put him at the free throw line than to have him an easy lay-in.
That'll be Jake Kelly's first, the team's sixth. Next foul will put the Bulldogs into the bonus. First free throw is off the mark.
And for Jake Kelly, you got to feel pretty good. That's only your first foul, and it actually saved a point because Newman had an easy, guaranteed 2 points there. Now you put him at the line, make him earn it, and he misses the first.
The Clovers have brought back in Chase Ashcraft for his defense. Second shot is no good as well.
As a coach, you'll take that every day if, early, then both missed free throws, but there again, Cloverdale's unable to convert after an opportunity.
Sprague, no one guarding him, drives in. This is the Newman, puts it up, 2 points. Clover's looking to answer back. Jake Wilkes messes the layup.
Wilkes had beaten Newman there to the basket, but then lost control of it. And there's another feed inside and a dunk there by Smith.
He was left wide open on the backside. No one was watching him. Easy dunk. Wilkes wide open in the corner, puts it up. No good.
Good hustle by Kelly.
Puts it up. Bounces out. That hit every part of the rim except the bottom of the net. Monrovia now slowing it down, forcing the Clovers to come out and pressure on defense.
Yeah, good job here by Coach Swafford as he's told his team to spread it out. And there's another pass inside for Smith for another dunk.
That was a heck of a play by Monrovia, just swinging the ball around, forcing the Clovers to come up, making the big guys come up away from the goal. And Josh Smith with the excellent backdoor cut, wide open dunk. And then Kelly, unable to connect to Thomas on the pass, goes into the bleachers.
Yeah, great job by Monrovia on the offensive end. They spread them out, kind of lull him to sleep by passing it, and Smith just sneaks in behind. He's able to get the easy pass to him for the dunk.
Under 2 minutes, 16-point deficit. The Clovers score and score quickly here. Can't let Monrovia just sit here and pass the ball. Sprague for three, no good.
I don't think Coach Swafford's real happy with that play there. But they do have the luxury of a 16-point cushion. Nolan Kelly driving to the basket, he'll get fouled by Smith.
That'll be Smith's first, team's fifth.
Referees conferring that the call was on the floor, and it was. Good call.
Jack Kelly off the inbounds pass. No good. Newman the rebound.
Great look there for Kelly. Good find by Thomas on the inbound, and Kelly just unable to convert on it.
Once again, watch Smith on the baseline.
Timeout called by Monrovia there. He'll take a full timeout right now. With 1:10 left, Cloverdale down by 16. I think Coach Swafford's going to tell his boys, hey, we've got, a minute and change left. Let's spread it out, layups only, move the ball, eat some clock.
Sure, you'll just see from Monrovia, you'll see Smith on the baseline in the corner, just moving on the baseline, looking for a wide open backdoor cut, and they would just have the rest of them just swinging it up top. Just trying to keep the ball away from the Clovers.
Yeah, and this score really isn't indicative of how this game's gone. I mean, Monrovia has been the more dominant team, but this 16-point lead, and I think Monrovia feels this way too, just by the way they're playing. It doesn't feel like a 16-point game to them. It feels like it's a lot closer, and I think they know that Cloverdale can score in a hurry if need be. They've got the firepower. So I think Coach Swafford calling that timeout right there was saying, hey guys, listen, we've got 1:10 here. Let's eat some clock. Don't give these guys any more chances than we need to.
Well, there it is, Smith's baseline. Their guys just swinging it around. Newell will drive in, kick it out, bring it back up top. Now, 16 points, that's too big of a deficit for the Clovers to foul, so Monrovia could realistically, barring a turnover, just hold the ball the rest of the game.
Good job there by Jake Kelly forcing that ball out of bounds. Yeah, and really, you don't want to start playing the foul game because you're down by too much. Monrovia is going to spread it out. You just got to play tough defense and hope for a couple turnovers here.
Good respect from Monrovia here. They're not trying their hardest to score, as he just puts a good dribble move and scores right there to add on to his stats. But they're not running plays to score. They're just swinging the ball around and just looking for an open look.
Max Newman looking for point number 31 here. And he's unable to convert, so he sticks with 30.
We'll assume that last play was just Newman trying to get the 30 as Thomas will get the layup. Just over 30 seconds remaining. Clover's still giving 100% effort out here on defense.
Hey, this is going to be a tough loss for the Clovers, but there's some things that they can, build on. There are some things that they did really well in this game. We've got a wet spot here on the floor. Going to try to mop it up a little bit.
Yeah, one bright side for the Clovers leaving this game. They saw that the trapping defense has worked in the half court, as far as the trapping 2-3 and the man in the corners. They were able to cause a lot of turnovers in that short amount of time that they ran that early in the game. Free throw is no good from Newman.
Good
20
look.
seconds remain. Thomas a deep three and puts it in. That should be the last shot of the game.
And that was his 4th 3 of the game.
Time has run out here for the end of the game. Monrovia will take the win over the Clovers 67-54.
Great job here by both teams tonight. Monrovia definitely the all-around better team. Cloverdale fought hard all the way to the end. They didn't quit. They only lost by 13, and this is one of the better teams that they're going to see this year, especially with size. I think the only thing Monrovia lacks is a true point guard when you've got your 6'8" Max Newman bringing the ball up the court all the time. Not that it's a bad thing, but you'd rather see him being able to work down low and not have to create his own shots, be able to get passes delivered to him.
Yeah, good outing for both teams tonight. Max Newman leads all scoring for both teams with 30 points, followed by Josh Smith with 18. Caleb Jones 6, Joe Williams 3, Patrick Danforth 2, and Sprague 5, and Willett with a 3 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Kyle Thomas leading your Clovers tonight with 18 points, 12 of those coming from three-point range as he hit 4 threes. Jake Wilkes with 8, Nolan Kelly with 8, Parker Watts with 3 points, Chase Ashcraft with 2, both of those from the free throw line. Jake Kelly with 7, and Walker Sims coming off the bench with 8 points. Huge game for Walker Sims. He probably hasn't scored 8 points combined all season on the varsity side, and tonight he comes out and shows where when you play your role, you do your job, you're going to get fed the ball, and especially if you convert, you're going to be looked to receive those passes. You're going to get a lot of passes.
The guards did a good job of finding Sims on the block. Whenever the big guy would step up to help in the lane, Sims would be there wide open on the block. They'd dish it to him, and he'd find a way to finish.
Now, like I said, even though Monrovia led from start to finish of this game, they dominated the biggest part of it, Cloverdale didn't quit, and Cloverdale never let Monrovia get comfortable enough to where they could just come down and look for. They looked like they were always rushed on the offensive end. Maybe Monrovia likes to play fast, but I know Coach Swafford pretty well, and he has a lot of respect for Coach Rady and this Cloverdale team, and he knew that even though they had a lead on them, they didn't want to let off the gas too early because Cloverdale has the ability to come back. He's seen that in the past. Monrovia's had a lead on them, and there's been times where Cloverdale's come back late in the game and to be able to beat them. So great job by both teams tonight. A lot of credit to this Monrovia team. They moved to 4-0 now. Move on. They'll be playing some more conference games here soon, and they'll be looking forward to the holiday break as it comes up as well.
Yeah, another thing about the Clovers' effort, we thought about halfway through the second quarter, we thought that we'd see like a JV fourth quarter going on the way that Monrovia was dominating. The Clovers able to fight back and keep Monrovia on their heels the whole game, even though they had a 15 to 20 point lead. But the Clovers will fall to 1-4, so they will continue playing next week.
Yeah, and Cloverdale, like you said, they got down early. At one point, they were down by 26, and you and I both thought that, oh, here we go, Monrovia is going to run away with it. But Cloverdale fought hard the whole game. They come back, only to lose by 13.